Yeah, Gentel, I'll start with you. This game tonight was the most minutes you've played since the Olympic break. It was also your best statistical night since the break. Do you feel like you're getting healthier and closer to your peak form that you were playing earlier this season?
Most definitely. Obviously, it's just getting in shape, but today definitely felt more like myself. It's been a rough season, obviously coming off of an injury, so it's just kind of getting my mechanics back. But even though we lost, I definitely felt a little bit more like myself.
Speaking of injuries, mostly thanks to injuries, this team's had to play a lot more smaller lineups this season. You played some center today, which is rarer for you. How do you feel like you fit in those groups, and how do you feel like you did tonight in that role?
I think I did good. I think I can play pretty much. I mean, I played 4 and 5 in college. I played the five. So just pretty much wherever the coach needs me to play at, I'm just trying to fill in and make sure or try to make our games a little bit easier. It's been a rough season. So just wherever I can come in and just be effective.
Tiffany, for you, this game was interesting. You had 15 or over 15 points for the third time in the last 5 games, finding a lot more space on drives. Has something clicked for you in the last couple of games that's allowing you to get going in the paint?
I guess it's just kind of reading ball screens, how people are playing me. I pretty much know from the how people are playing me throughout the season. So now I know where my drives are going to be and within our plays, just kind of reading it and making the right read.
You personally didn't take any threes, but in a game like this where you guys are generating tons of good looks from outside, but none of them are going in, how does that affect the way you play? Where do you still kind of hunt the same shots because they're open, or does it kind of affect the way you're looking to get shots on the court?
I mean, I think 24 attempts is one of our higher attempts from three. Some of the threes that we did attempt, though, some of the shots that we take throughout the course of the game, they just didn't go in. But I do feel like we kind of took more than what we usually do. And once we figured out that it wasn't going in, we probably should have started, finding other ways to be productive and score.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything for Tiff or Jansel? Nope. Okay. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Tony, you want to start for anything with Marianne?
Yeah, sure, Marion. You guys took 24 threes in this game. That's the most you guys have taken in a game this season. Were you guys searching for those shots in particular? Was it something about the way the Lynx were defending you guys that led to those being more available? What was the game plan with those?
Yeah, well, no, that wasn't by design. They were pretty aggressive and got us pushed out in our offense, pretty far away. We were running our offense from like 28 feet most of the day. And, we're just look at film and figure out how we're going to, take care of that for the next game. We can't have a steady diet of playing from that far away. I'm looking at the box score and I see we still had 40 points in the paint, which is what they had. So we matched them that way, but 24 threes is a little much. And I told the team as much, but the biggest thing is their pressure bothered us enough that we were running our offense too far away from the basket most of the night.
This might seem like a strange follow-up, but I'm trying to get insight into how you think when a game is going on. So a lot of those threes were pretty open, but they just didn't end up going in. Yeah. Does it make you not want to hunt those kind of shots when they're not going in, even though they're open, or do you continue to want to support getting the open look?
No, we don't hunt them, but like for an example, Kelsey Mitchell's 1 for 9. She's a much better 3-point shooter than that. Okay, so she missed some. Right. There's some games when you just miss them. What I'm more concerned about is that our offense was pushed out much, 2 steps, 3 steps further out than it should have been, and we have to address that. And they're one of the most physical teams in the league. They did a very good job being very aggressive, pushing us further and further away from the basket. So, our timing was off a little bit. A few of the threes were, under duress, shot clock situations. But generally speaking, I know Kelsey's going to shoot the ball better than that. Tori was 2 for 5. She can shoot better than that. Lindsay Allen, has been shooting the ball real well of late. She was 1 for 5. So from that standpoint, it was a little bit of, one of those days when there was a lid on the basket. But, I'm looking at that turnover number and I don't like it. We had 18 turnovers that led to 25 points. The live ball turnovers can't happen. And there were too many of those. So, although I thought we played really well in stretches, the game got away from us in stretches as well. And losing Jessica Breland early in the first quarter. I mean, she played less than 4 minutes and was done for the rest of the game. That didn't help. You know, she's one of our best defenders and somebody we count on to, you know, rebound and knock down mid-range shots. And, you know, it's just unfortunate to not have her. So we finished the game with 8 people. That was tough.
Somewhat related to Jess playing less is that Jantel played the most minutes she's played since the Olympic break. I thought she played very well. Is there anything specific you really like about her game and how she connects the rest of the roster?
Well, she's a smart veteran, and Jantel has always had a good face-up game. So she's a big who can shoot it facing up. She also has shown a knack for, you know, getting on the block and scoring. So she's a player who can go both inside and outside. I think the thing that was really important tonight that she gave us was the rebounding. She had 9 rebounds. So she had 15 and 9 off the bench. That's a heck of a stat line. So, you know, she was one of the bright spots. And like I said, there was stretches where we played really well. But you know, when we come down and can't get a stop, and then, you know, offensively a little bit inefficient, it's tough. I mean, Minnesota is 19 and 10 for a reason, and they're playing very well. I would say they're probably one of the hottest, if not the hottest team in the second half of the season. They've played very well, and they've started to get their people back. So,
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
I think that's everybody for tonight, Mary Ann. Thank you so much again, and we'll talk to everybody next time.
Thanks.